this. I haven't done anything yet. Hello, New York. So good to be here. Everyone thinks I'm from New York. I don't know why! I actually grew up in the South. I don't know. Yes, there's some Southerners here? Where? Where in Texas? Forney? You're from a place called Forney? Because there's 4 people that live there, so they just named it Forney. That's... Wow. Well, I grew up in New Orleans, so I'm better than you. Yes. But I've become a New Yorker. I remember years ago when I moved here, I got off the subway, and I saw a guy muttering himself, and it scared me. And I caught my reflection just now, and I'm the guy muttering to myself. Because that's what the city does to you. It gets inside you. It wears on you. I lose all patience and tolerance to the point, like, if people don't behave in the way I think they should, my mind wishes diseases on them. Like, I'm not proud of this. I'm just being honest. Like, I held the door for someone upstairs. They didn't say thank you. My next thought was rickets. Like, it's... And then there was this girl on speakerphone in public. I'm like, you don't have headphones, botulism? And her voice, she's like, oh my God, like, I, like, literally am, like, starving. I'm, like, literally gonna die of hunger. Like, I'm literally literate, so I literally read literature, but, like, I literally the chops in a tub, and I'm like, more chlamydia. Because that's a choice, right? That's not a natural way of speaking. There's no baby that's born like, wah, totally, wah. I want my bottle daddy. And make it almond milk. I'm a non-pescatarian, vegetarian, blah. Like, you have to train yourself to sound like a creaking dog. Like, I get geographical accents. If you're like, hey, right now you gotta get in north and let it light, you know what I mean? You're from England, or if you're like, hey, bro, you like the Dodgers? That's what's up. You know, you're from East LA. If you're like, hey, my gumbo, say, man, you know, you're from Florida. I get it. But where is this accent from? Is there like an island called Privilege? Like, It's an unemployable accent. You're not gonna go to medical school if you talk like that. Can you imagine your dermatologist? I got your test results back. And you're like, negative. But like in a positive way. So you don't have psoriasis. That's literally a skin disease. I remember the day I became a New Yorker. This made the news. Do you guys remember when the plane skidded off a runway, went through a fence at LaGuardia? Do you remember this? This happened at my gate. I saw this with my own 2 eyes. I was gazing off. I wasn't like paying attention. All of a sudden, I see a plane land and hits the runway and makes a sharp left turn and goes right through a fence. And remember, this was the day I became a New Yorker because all I thought was, this is really going to inconvenience me. Yeah, I was going to visit my uncle up north, where I was born. I was actually born in Canada. Oh, I only lived there 10 months. We don't have a connection. And I waited to become a citizen right before the 2016 election, you know, just in time. Which, some of you will get that joke. You're great people. We love the people in Florida, the great people. You're doing so many good things for comedy, folks. We're making comedy great again. We're filming a special that's gonna be so huge, so huge. It's gonna go to Netflix or Hulu, maybe even LinkedIn. We don't know. Some of you are laughing. Some of you are like, he'll be back. My taxes. Can you imagine if he actually goes to jail? And if he actually goes to jail, he's gonna have a cellmate who's gonna try to do jail things to him. You know what I mean? He's looking in the mirror like, you're a great guy. You did great things for our country, not like Obama. You're very rude. You're a big problem. Wrong. It's a cock. Thought you were giving me the Mitch McConnell just now. To become a citizen, if you don't know the process, sorry Canada, process, the first thing they do is they quiz you. They ask you about history of the country, how government works, and because I grew up here, I didn't know any of the answers. So I go to take the test, and I study, because you gotta get 60% right, and I'm nervous. And I walk in the room, it's just me and this adorable little lady, and she doesn't say like, hi, hello, how are you? She just starts firing off questions. But here's the thing, she had such a thick accent, I didn't understand a word she was saying. She's like, okay, a first question. If the president is the president, and the vice president is the president of the United States. I was like, oh, no. I want to become an American. Some of you are laughing. Some of you are from Brooklyn. If you don't know Brooklyn, it's a lot of people like, I'm upset. You look like gluten. Like they're not fucked. I just did a show, what's that part of Brooklyn called? Whole Foods Brooklyn? And they weren't there to have a good time. Like, you guys are here for it. They were there to, like, blog about my toxic masculinity. I'm like, first of all, do I have any masculinity? I mean, you should see me without a shirt on. I look like I'm in my 3rd trimester. Like, it's not good. I identify as fat. Well, trans fat. But... So I offended him right away. I didn't mean to. I was like, hey, how you guys doing tonight? This person's like, I don't identify as a guy. I'm like, I'm sorry. And try again. How are you humans doing tonight? Like, the word man is right in there. I'm like, oh my gosh. I want to lose this game and become homeless. They're like, unhoused. I'm like, I quit. Because please understand, all I'm trying to do here is bring us together by laughing at each other, with each other, through the eyes of love. I'm not here to offend you. I'm not here to upset you. I'm here to entertain you, but I don't know what the rules are. They keep changing on us. I did jokes before the pandemic. I'll explain that to you after, Texas. I did jokes. I did jokes after, and people were pissed. I did that show. This person goes, can we talk? Which was like, oh, never good. It's never like, oh, I enjoyed the structure of your third joke. Like, this was... I was upset by some of the things you said, and by the way, I'm non-binary. I was like, yeah, I hate Bitcoin too. Oh, you think I'm the FTX guy with a mustache. That's hilarious. When did Kramer and Borat have a kid? You like my joke? You're nice. You look so uncomfortable. Put down your purse. Did I model for every pizza box in this city? Pizza's a big deal in New York. I mean, it's bread and cheese, relax. Other parts of the country, they're proud of the food. Like, what are you guys proud of in Texas? Your barbecue and your meth? Yeah, but we have some of the low-fat, organic meth. It's wonderful. But, yeah. I have a friend, he said, when I first moved to New York, he said, you want to find good pizza, go, here's the key. You got to look for Italians. I was like, well, how do you find Italians? You go, it's easy. Just look for people that talk with their hands. I'm like, all right. So I'm in a neighborhood I don't know, and I see these two guys. Look at the fucking guy over here. I'm like, oh, they must be. Hey, Tony, look at the fucking guy over here. But it turns out they weren't Italian. It turns out they were deaf. But I didn't know. Don't come up to me after the show. Can I talk to you about some of your jokes? That was really offensive to deaf people. Like, first of all, no deaf person's ever heard me tell that joke. Now, my friend is from Staten Island. If you don't know Staten Island, said no one ever. If you... Okay, you guys live in Staten... Okay, so, all right. You don't live in Staten... Say what? You go... Okay, all right. Just do me a favor. Repeat after me. All right, so... Okay, so I have he's like you. Okay, so my friend, so if you don't know Staten Island, it was a garbage dump. It was literally garbage, right? And people paved it, yeah. And they moved there, and they're exactly what you think they would be. Listen, to be honest, there's a lot of homophobia there, which is perfect that the only way to get there is by ferry. But... You know, it's a lot of guys like, you know, hey, what are you looking at? No, what are you looking at? What are you looking... Oh, wait, it's a mirror. So my friend, he goes, I'm going to take you to my place. Like, all right, so I don't like the place, has nothing to do with the pizza. The guy, in the middle of taking my order, he answers the phone. That's not my problem. My problem is we're in an Italian pizza place and he's speaking Arabic. It's a fascinating language. Just kind of sounds like it removed all the consonants. Pepsi. Then he downshifts into French, the most overrated language on the planet. Now, I know if there's someone here who's French and there's some kind of conflict, you won't get involved. But it's a dumb language. You want to speak French, all you have to do is make like a stupid face at the end of your sentence. You're speaking French. Literally, twist your nipple. You're French. Je m'appelle Richard. You know. So I asked him, I go, hey dude, what's your background? I like to know what people are so I can celebrate them by making fun of them. So I asked him and he got shady and answered the question, like, what are you? He's like, I'm Persian. Like, you're Persian? What are you, a rug? I don't understand. Oh, you're Persian, I get it. You're Iranian. Just be Iranian. Don't be afraid that I'm afraid of you. Persian. What's with this biblical reference? Can you show me Persia on a map, Xerxes? I don't think it exists. I don't see other groups. Hey, this is my friend. He's not from Turkey. He's from the Ottoman Empire. Where my Byzantines at? Mesopotamians in the house. You know what I mean? Just be proud of who you are. Like, I'm Jewish. I'm gonna call myself landlord. You know, it's like... Any other Jewish folks here? Any other Jewish folks? It's too hot, I know. It's too cold, I know. It's too loud, I know. It's not loud enough. You called your complaints in ahead of time. I don't know how you did that. What's wrong? The ice cubes are frozen? Yeah, Jewish from New Orleans. Does this make sense why I'm up here? Yeah, I grew up eating kosher jambalaya and matzo ball gumbo. Anyways. But there's all kinds of Jews. Like, I'm Jewish, and then there's like Jew, and then they have like the super. Have you seen the super Jews? The super Jews, right, with the curly cues and the big hats. So listen. I was behind one. Listen, I was behind one at the airport. Listen. And I had to know. So quietly, I lifted up the hat and looked underneath, and there's a shorter Jew in a hat. And it just keeps going. It's like the Russian dolls, but they call it the Ashkenazi dolls. I didn't understand that. and ends in a little tiny Jew eating a little piece of bacon. Like little Rabbi Raccoon. You know why Jews don't eat bacon, right? Because it's delicious. And you can't send back delicious. There's 18 Jews in this room. 18 Jews. 19. And I know it's not a great time to be Jewish. I know it's not, there's a lot of stuff going on. I've experienced anti-Semitism recently. I went to Corpus Christi, which is in Texas. And Corpus Christi, literally, it's named after the body of Christ, which made sense to me as soon as I got off the plane. Because all I kept thinking was, Jesus Christ. That guy's belt buckle says belt buckle. In case he forget. Like it was... Like they don't open their mouths when they talk. They look like ventriloquists without the dummies. You ever talk to a real Southerner? Look at the guy here, look at that horse shaking tree up there. Look at that hair up there. Where's the puppet? When did the show start? Are we on a cruise? But something terrible happened. I went into the bathroom and someone had scribbled on the bathroom wall really big KKK. And as a Jew, I'm thinking to myself, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. How is that high? And I've experienced it. I've experienced it as a kid. I was in Hakeville, Georgia, right outside of Lynchburg, Virginia one time. And there was like a Walmart with like a greeter / bouncer. And I could tell this guy didn't like me because we walked in, he was like, mm-hmm. That's male Judaism. And then he asked me this question. He goes, why did you kill Jesus? Me? I'm 13 years old, mister. I just had my bar mitzvah. You know the ceremony where we get inducted into manhood and then we bathe in the blood of little Christian baby children while figuring out how to take over the banks and the media. And then we get checks for $18. You know that ceremony? You guys know that's not true, right? That's a joke. That's some of you are like, I knew it. No, that's... There's a lot of anti-Semitism that is based on mistruths. The Jews did not kill Jesus. In fact, the Pope, you know the Pope, the head, the president, the grand wizard of the Catholic Church. It took till 2011 to say that is not true. Imagine that. After many years, people said they did. They turned around and they said they did not. And if you think about it, it's almost like in the National Football League, in the NFL, when they overturn the call. Think about it. The Vatican comes out. It's like, after further review, personal foul, illegal crucifixion by the Romans. Automatic first. Most of you laugh. Some of you put on your religious face. I was taught not to laugh at this. Even the Germans are laughing. You guys are known for your humor. Two Jews walk into a bar, we burn down the bar. You know, I know, that's so 1933 to 1945. One got away! Anyways. I feel so much better. I feel so much better. This is Guys, you're crying from the comedy. You're literally tears from the comedy. I call that clown cum. Why are you shaking your head? And clutching your... You're so uncomfortable. Where do you live? You live in Brooklyn. Makes sense. That checks out. Checks out. That totally checks out. I have ADHD, which is just ADD in high def. How can I explain an ADHD brain? It's like I walk into a room and I'm concussed. I have no idea why I'm there. It's like being the president. Stairs. Anyways. Bicycle. The only advantage is I'm great in bed. I last forever. I get distracted. I'm like, oh yeah, who's your daddy? Who's your D-A-D-D-Y? Y-M-C-A. I'm gonna take you to the Y-M-C-A-A-A. I gotta pay my AAA bill. I gotta pay my AAA bill. Oh my God, AAA baseball. Hey, bada bada, swing bada. I learned a lot of useless information in college. America and Canada had a war in 1812. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Anyways. And because of my brain, I was never a good student. It wasn't that I wasn't a good student. I was a comedian without a microphone. Does that make sense? And I was in the public school systems in Louisiana. And if you don't know that, they have a thing called Parent-Teacher Conference. And this is where the parents and teachers get together and they shame the kids and turn them into alcoholics and cutters. Now, I had one teacher that liked me, and to this day, it's the reason I feel most comfortable around black women. Because every teacher could not wait to crap on me. They couldn't wait to make me feel bad. I'd walk with my parents, your son is a bad kid, shame. He's really disruptive, shame. He asks really great history questions. Too bad I teach algebra, shame. You know, your son farts happy birthday under his arm. Yeah, that's called talent. I don't keep that to myself. And then we'd walk into Mrs. White's class, and she was this beautiful black teacher. And you know the type, when she walks, you kind of smell church behind her. And she would light up, she would get happy, her energy would shift, and she said, your son is not a good student, but he's funny, he's different, he's gonna be somebody. And she gave me the courage to do this, and sometimes I can hear her voice. When I'm in like moments of crisis, do you guys have like voices in your head? I'm not talking weird, like touch a midget, but just like little voices. Finger a turtle, like nothing creepy. It's all negative all day long. You're not enough. You'll die alone. You don't make enough money. And then I hear her voice. Ooh, you gonna be okay, baby. Yeah. Gonna be okay. And then I thought, what if that's the voice of God? Like, that makes sense to me. God is a black woman. How much nicer would the Ten Commandments sound? Right now, they're so angry. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Black woman, you don't gotta kill nobody, baby. You don't gotta steal, boo. Mm-mm. Girl, you look tired. Take Sunday off, okay? Now, the title of that joke is God is a black woman. If you didn't laugh, either you're racist or woke. Either way, you shouldn't be here. Now, and by the way, I'm afraid of both of those groups for different reasons. Might lose my job, might lose my life, you know. But I love this job. And I love... The only thing about this job I don't love is travel. I like going to places, but I'm sick. Here's the problem. I'm sick of the service animal scam. You know the difference. Like, if you need a service animal, I'm on board. Like, I'm not a monster. I never, like, mock the deaf. But, like... But if the only service is you don't want to pay that money, I can't do it. I'm checking a bag, and JFK, and I hear this noise. I'm like, is there an air conditioning problem? What is that? And I look down and this thing is flat on the ground having a hard time breathing. And I don't have a good poker face. I'm like, you misspelled service and crayon on that vest. And the woman sees me, she's like, what? That's my service dog. I'm like, well, your service dog needs a service dog. That thing can neither breathe nor stand. What the hell kind of dog is it? And proudly she goes, half Chihuahua, half Pit Bull. Like I'm the asshole. Did you hear the words that just left my face? Half Chihuahua, half Pit Bull. I go, that's not a dog. That's a crime scene. That's the product of some doggy sexual assault. What kind of dog is it? A Harvey Weinstein or a Cosby Doodle? Like, what are you gonna name that dog? Kelly? Yes, I agree. It's a perfect joke, I agree. It's clever, it makes fun of the creeps. And by the way, you know, I am a creep. I didn't realize I was a creep till I got upgraded on that plane to first class. And then I'm sitting there and everyone apparently got a memo to wear yoga pants. Which, I mean, if you want to wear yoga pants. I'm not telling you not to, but it does something to my libido where I sound like a bear. I'm like, yoga pants. Because I can see everything. I'm like, she's wearing underwear. She's not wearing underwear. She's a Libra. Like, I can see it all. So you know what I do? I go to therapy. I want to decreep. I want to be a better man for my sons. And we discovered that there was some childhood trauma. In my formative years, at 5 years old, I'm old enough to remember when there was this invention called a telephone. People used to talk on it. And I was home alone sometimes, and we had an easy number. And this dude rang our house, and I'd answer, and he rang back, and he rang, and eventually we developed an inappropriate relationship because he started explaining sexual stuff to me at 5 years old, which has affected me. Because now when I get a call from an unknown number, I come. So, you like that joke, right? I thought I recognized your voice. It's so funny because sometimes I do dirty jokes and I look out in the audience and I see older people. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that, which makes no sense. That's a dumb prejudice. Like, let's be honest. Older people have been doing it longer than anybody else. What, they didn't have oral in the 20s? Yeah, she was a dame, a bra and a skirt. She could suck the jiggle of a jello. Yeah. Now get on your knees and suck it, copper. So you guys have been married how long? 27. How do you keep it fresh 27 years? What's your secret? Show up. Show up, that's it. And a naughty drawer. A lot of batteries. Got it. You got a naughty... Yes, you do. You got a naughty... Yeah, you do. You got two? Look at that. I called it. Yeah, you do. Look at that. You know what happened? You slam that top drawer, all you hear is... Shut to the heart. Living la vida loca. It's a rabbit, but it ain't picking up no field mice. What kind of porn do you like? There's all kinds of porn. Any kind? You like 70s porn? I'm not talking weird like, who's your granddaddy? Who's your granddaddy? Are we playing canasta? No, I mean like the year 1970. Right? Where my mustache is in style. My hair makes sense. And there were only 2 jobs available from 1970 to 1989. They were either cleaning a pool or delivering a pizza. Those are the only 2 jobs available. Look at my friend. Those porn stars are taking our jobs. And then... what happens? They ring the bell, and 5 minutes later, all you see is... Because I'm an artist. Just the ladies, come on. What do you want, 2024 porn? Yeah! You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. My name is Rich Aronovitch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, you were the crowd. That was so great. Thank you.